Okay, looks like we're finished there, so I'm going to unload the mat. And I'm just going to save this as Pagoda. Okay, and then I'm going to just turn my gypsy off. Okay. Now, if you do not have a gypsy, I've gone ahead and that was at 4 inches. I'm sorry, 3 inches. So you would set your dial at 3, and I've done a cut of, my blade is at 6, and my pressure is at medium, and my speed is at 2. So that's pretty much what I did with the Cricut and the Gypsy. So that should give you what you need to know for that. Now, what I've gone and done also is I have used the cherry blossoms from the Asian bundle for an embossing that's going to go over my card. And that is how this looks. And this is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So it's 1/4 of an inch shorter than the card that's 5 by 7. And then I'm going to take the Crocodile Corner Chomper, it's called, and I'm going to use the half inch size here, and I'm just going to trim each corner just to give it a soft look. I really like the crisp look of the cherry blossoms, and normally I think I might want to leave this for the Japanese kind of design, but because the cherry blossoms have roundness to them, I'm going to go ahead and trim that. So there's the embossing, and I'm going to take my images off of the mat the easy way. There's this one, and then these. This is what I have to work with. So now, if you look at the image, you might think, oh, well, what do I do with this piece that's on my mat right here? Well, this piece here does go with the image, so always check with your book. And I love this little image here that's left. I can use that flower on something else. So here we have this. Okay, now the first thing I'm going to do is take my 5 by 7 card, fold it over. You can use a score pal for this, but for this time I'm not going to. Use a bone folder to get a nice crease in that for both sides. And then I'm just, I like the way that looks, but I do want my images to have a little different look. So I'm going to put this red ribbon across here. I'm just going to use regular tape for this. pretty windy, blustery day out today. I hear the wind out there just going to town. So anyway, there we have that. And I'm just going to use my Zig two-way pen here to glue these down. So there, this piece is done. This one's a lot easier. It's one piece, makes it very simple. You know what? I think for this one sorry, take it back. I'm going to use the Zig. I like the way this Zig works on the die cuts with a view paper, and when I put it on the American cardstock paper, American Crafts cardstock. So there we have that one. And now what I was thinking, the reason I was going to use the ATG gun was I was thinking it was going to go on the embossing, because when it goes on the embossing, it's raised. So sometimes the Zig adhesive glue pen, two-way glue pen, doesn't work as good. So I'm actually going to use the foam tape. I love this and the pop dots and any of these kind of adhesives, because you've already got a raised image, and so you're putting this on top of a raised image. And I think it's great to use whatever you need to get this point across on these. Point across, I mean, to get it to stick. That's the point. Anyway, here, I want this to look like it's a wall hanging, and that was kind of my idea behind the whole process here. And like I say, I just love this Pagoda cartridge. I think it's super. I think it's just got some of the nicest images. I have a lot of favorites. I have some where I look at them and I go, well, why did I buy it? And then I go on and I look at other people's work and I go, ooh, that's a good idea with that cartridge. And I go back and I say, there's still only 1 or 2 images on there I like. But this one, for some reason, this cartridge has so many great images. Now, when I place this down, I'm trying to place it about the same distance on each side from the edge. And I think I'm really liking this. So now's where my ATG gun's going to come in. And I don't know if I'm going to put a sentiment on this at all, but I will probably put one on the inside, or I might even put some of those little cherry blossoms on the inside. Sorry about that noise, but anyway, this is I keep checking to make sure you're seeing what I'm doing in the camera. So when I stop, that's kind of what I'm doing. And there is the finished card. There's the embossing, and I really like it. I think I might want these images a little bigger. I've made this card before with different paper, and here it is in a bigger size. But I think this paper is very pretty, and I did it a little different. The Cuttlebug embossing gives a nice crisp, thicker finish. The embossing that I did on this one was through the Sizzix machine with the texture plates. So a little different image there. Same similar idea, but I really like the cherry blossom background. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I think I might just do another video with this cartridge. So stay tuned for next time. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.